So I'm going to just really quickly dive into what this map function looks like. So they have one called an express map. And if I click on map in here, what this is doing right now is going to my ArcGIS Online and asking for maps that I've already made. So that's really not what we want. Sorry about that. But if you do want to make more elaborate maps like that, you can go into them that way. I'm spastic clicking right now. Okay, slow down. Go back into this Esri StoryMaps. So here, let's see, did they change this? No. They are constantly working on these things. So, here, so when I click on this, that's right. You can put one in that you build in that other application if you decide to learn that. Or I can just click New Express Map. And this is how I built the one that was in the bike tour that you saw. So it automatically loads this background map for you. And you can come in here and drop points on things. So if I want to go to France and I want to add an image about that, I can put that in here and say, this is the place of pull in a picture of where I visited or where I want to go. And you can write descriptions and add things about your map and just say, this is kind of my bucket list of places that I want to visit. Sometime I want to go to the Everglades in Florida, and you can add these different kinds of things. And if I click done, and then done again over here, then what I've added is a very simple map in the middle of my story with all of the points of places that I want to go. And that, that title that I've entered, that Everglades or that photo that I've added with that point will just pop up from that little marker on the map. So again, that's kind of an exploratory thing for people to investigate when they get here. This one doesn't have a pop-up right now because I didn't enter anything. But if I'd put on a picture on this one, then that would automatically come up in that space. So express maps work like that. And you can change the base maps that are in there. So there's a lot of flexibility with them. You can change the overall look of your story, which also affects how your express map looks a bit by going up to this design key at the top up here. So if I click there, there are different default themes that are turned on. And right now it's on Summit, but maybe I want a different looking map. So, and a different theme. And if I click on each one of these four, it's going to bring up a different style that is sort of the base for my story. They have, these two are grayed out because those are the teasers for the license accounts at the moment. So you can see them there, but they won't be functional for you. So that's true with anything that is the public account. You'll see some grayed out things. So I liked this, this background map. This is the one that I ended up using for the railroad bike ride, because when I zoomed in, I could see all of those mining claims on there. So I'll leave it on Mesa right now. And if I scroll down a little bit, this is, you can see how if I go back and I'm looking at my whole style of my story, it's changed because I've switched to Mesa, but my photograph is the same and it's there. But now I've got kind of a different font and a different color thing going on. So that's what that design theme does. So the last thing I want to give you a quick introduction before we break for the noon lunch is these different kinds of story formats. So if I am here and I want to add in that media, and I've got these three different, the slideshow, the guided tour, and the sidecar. These are the ones, different kinds of story styles, and I'll just show you sidecar really fast with the amount of time we have. So when I click on that, what it does is it allows me to add two different panels that are side by side, or one can float on top of each other. So this one is docked, so I have it completely on the side, but if I pick floating, my text is going to float across my background media. And if I scroll down, I can add more things in this side panel. So it builds, it's sort of like a nested thing. There's more content that I can put inside this style as I'm going down. So if I click on that, I'll get almost the same menu. I just don't have those stories to add. So I'll just put in a separator there, and you can see a little line up here. And as I keep scrolling down, you'll see that I'm now on slide 2 of this sidecar. And where that's happening is down here, you can see the sidecar overview. I can go in and change what these slides look like and add them as part of my sidecar story. And I can drag them around to reorder them. And then I can compress this and then just go back up and see how my sliding looks. So I don't have any media added in this one, but it's giving me that prompt to add it. And then I've exited out of sidecar, and here I've added a different story style. And this is the slideshow format. So here's that arrow like we saw in the New York City one. And so here, if I click that, then this is like my next pane in my slideshow one, and how the person reading it interacts with it is a lot of that difference of whether I use slideshow or sidecar, but it has that same different slides down at the bottom that you can move around and add in. So that is a really fast breeze through how the functionalities are for adding different kinds. Here's the guided tour one with my same picture again. That's where the Alpine Visitor Center from Rocky Mountain National Park is. That's the photo that I have there. And if I move to Estes Park or the town, or just kind of at Denver, that's how that one moves through. And then at the end, it just puts in your a space for credits and authorship and other fun, good things like that. So boom, it's noon.